Join me to welcome Olugbenga Johnson, CEO of Autusbridge and founder of SmartSeller, a smart solution enhancing productivity for businesses in Nigeria and beyond. Good to have you, Gbenga.
Thank you so much.
Let me start by asking, who are you? Give me a biography of yourself.
Okay, all right. My name is Olugbenga Johnson, like you introduced. I'm a Nigerian, and I studied microbiology from the Obafemi Awolowo University, and then later I went on for my MBA after working and then discovering that I was not going to be looking at the microscope. So I went into something I believe, I had passion for, which was selling, I have, worked with a few companies, as sales, growing through the ranks as a sales representative and then, as a sales manager. So that has given me a lot of experience and of course, been the foundation for what, we are currently doing in Autusbridge.
Wonderful. What does Autusbridge mean?
Okay, autos is a Latin word, right? And then bridge, of course, is an English word. So it's a combination of Latin and English. And then that underscores the partnership that we also drive in Autusbridge. So autos means growth, okay? Every organization that desires growth will look for the passage, which will be the bridge. So we present ourselves as the bridge for organizations to connect from lack to prosperity, from poor sales to great sales. So we're like the bridge.
A bridge for growth.
Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So let's, I want to get to know, you said from microbiology to sales. How did you get to tech?
It really happens that sometimes you want to jump at what life throws at you, okay? So for many of us, I know, we wanted to do those high-flying courses in the university, right? We wanted to, but at the end of the day, you get what is available, and then of course at the end of the 4-year, 5-year program, what do you do with your life next? Okay, so you look at the opportunities that come your way, early in the career, at the start, and then of course you make your choices. So I think that was what happened to me. The very first opportunity I had, in my NYSC was also the opportunity I had, to progress my career in sales. So I took that on, and then of course I've seen myself grow. And then, of course, being inspired to do quite, a number of interesting things, from that
And the tech part, how did you get into tech?
Yeah, so very interesting. So like I said, I started out as a salesperson, and then, of course, I grew through the ranks, I worked with an organization up to 2011, 2013 as the head of sales for Nigeria. And then, of course, managing a team across Nigeria. I had a team of over 80 people at that time. And, we saw the challenges of being able to have visibility into what is happening, when you are not there. And then, of course, being able to drive productivity, okay? So there were two challenges, the challenges of productivity and accountability on the sides of the people that are outside there. And, the business that I was working on as the head of sales was more like an SME, okay? So how does an SME grow if the people that are on the field are not doing the right thing, if the organization does not have the information or the visibility into what the people that they are paying salaries to, if they don't know what they are doing on the field. So that was what really inspired, the technology aspect of it. And then, of course, it's not something that is totally new, of course. It's something that I believe, has existed, elsewhere. But, Nigeria has a very large economy. And of course, the productivity of every economy is measured by the GDP, So, and this GDP is being made, by the small businesses that are there. How productive are they? What kind of, wealth are they creating, creating at their levels? Yeah. So, so when you have a business that has 10, 4, 5 employees or 20 or 100, are these guys doing the right thing? Are they, maximizing the opportunities in trade? So the technology is to help them to drive productivity, and then of course for them to also be able to account for the resources that the organization has also entrusted.
And you monitor them also
remotely. So the technology is a mobile technology, right? So it goes with you everywhere.
Let's talk about SmartSeller.
Yeah.
Tell me more about it.
All right.
And how does it help the SMEs?
Okay, great. So with we are very grateful in Nigeria that we are in the came into the era of mobile technology. Right, with the advent of mobile telephony, a lot of things have evolved from there. I mean, what we are talking about now, maybe 20, 25 years ago, it was not possible, right? But now you have technologies that can, keep tools and, solutions that can do a lot, just like your mobile banking app, okay? So our SmartSeller solution is a mobile app that you can install on your mobile devices. And one of the things that we have done for businesses in Nigeria is to customize this solution to the last, to the minutest detail of your business process. So if this is how you sell, so you are not going to force yourself to use a technology. The technology will be 100% aligned to your, to your value chain, to your work process, so that every step of the way your salespeople are doing the right thing, and then they are, having technology to help them to do what they're supposed to do. So, for example, a salesman goes out, he wants to sell. What customers is he supposed to? Who are the customers that he's supposed to visit in a day? You could have that in the mobile app, and the mobile app can also show you a direction, through a Google map. Oh, this is the best route to avoid traffic and all of those things. And then you get to the customer. You want to sell, you want to invoice. You can do all of that through the app.
With the SmartSeller.
With the SmartSeller app, okay? And then you can share invoices via email, via WhatsApp, via any other means to the customer. So we are also reducing the use of paper, okay? And then, of course, as the salesman is doing all of this, right, the supervisor or the organization is, getting information real time. And we are talking about big data, right? So what a lot of organizations are not looking at, we are talking about the big data. It is the data that you have that you can process. So what is the process of getting this data? And I think that's one unique thing about SmartSeller. So the salesman is at every point interacting with the customers, and every interaction they are making is creating data. So at the end point, the business can begin to look at this data. How many people is this guy able to see in a day? What is the drop size? What are they buying? And all of those things, and that helps to drive the the productivity part.
Is it just a software or is it an application yet?
Yes, so it's an application. So there are two parts of it. There's a back end where which is internet enabled. So you could see it on any internet enabled device. But the mobile app has to be on a mobile device, right, where you install it as a salesman, covering a particular territory and all of that. And you can have all the information, your product list. You want to do promotions, you can run the promotion, and that's the accountability part that I was talking about. I remember when I was working in one of those organizations, the company liked to run a lot of promo. So when they are running promos, salespeople go out there, and then the company comes back and say, "Come and account for the freebies that you have given out," and then there is a lot of trouble. Because people are not trusted, they've done a lot of...
So SmartSeller has a lot. Don't worry, we'll have time to discuss more about this, okay?
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Olugbenga, for joining us on TechnyFire.
Thank you.